It's Transforce96 here with another video review. This time I'm going to be talking about the SH Figuarts Rogue One figures that were just shown. Yesterday, just about every company making Rogue One figures did show their products in preparation for Force Friday, which was extremely exciting, and I'll be making several videos talking about each of the different toy lines that I personally am interested in. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the SH Figuarts ones, obviously. So they showed about, let's see, they showed 4 Rogue One figures, and well, kind of, they showed 4 Rogue One figures for sure, and then the others are more of the old trilogy or Force Awakens. But let's get talking about it. So I'll be mainly focusing on the Rogue One figures in this video, though. But we do have the Death Trooper. Just about every site or every company is making a Death Trooper. Obviously, they're the big troopers of the movie, and this looks quite nice. He does look rather thin. There are thin Death Troopers in the movie. However, it would have been nice to kind of bulk it up just a bit. But this does still look nice. You can see the green in the lenses as well as at the chin area, which is cool. That will actually light up in the movie. And he comes with a really nice gun. I like the silver wash at the very end of it. He seems to hold it very well, and obviously the Figuarts figures have really good articulation, so this will be no different. They did show Han Solo, which does look quite nice, but I'm not going to really go in depth of that. Then they showed this. Now this is the only toy company that I've seen that is making this this character, this trooper. This is a hover driver trooper, or hover driver driver. Hover tank driver. That's the name of this trooper. And I love the design of this trooper. I think that he looks fantastic. I think that I like it more than the Death Trooper. I love this design, which is just super cool. I love the helmet. I think the helmet is stunning. I don't know why I'm so attracted to it, but it just looks so amazing. Really do love it. The upper body is quite armored, and then he doesn't have much armor at the lower half, and I'm thinking that maybe that's because he's in a tank, so, you know, he's just only his torso, like, is above the tank. However, the Shoretrooper has a similar design, so I'm not quite sure what the reason is that he doesn't have much armor towards the bottom. But it does look really great. Love the design of this armor. I doubt that he'll really do anything in the movie. You know, we'll probably just see these guys in the hover tanks. We see them a couple times in the trailer, and they're driving the tanks, you know. And he does come with a gun, so possibly they get out of the tank or something. I'm not quite sure. I doubt we'll really see these guys do anything. However, I absolutely love the look of them, so I'm really hoping they do something. And this is one that I am considering. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get it because I don't know if the character's necessary, but I really do love the design of the character. Then we have K-2SO. This is one of my most anticipated characters of Rogue One, and I think this figure looks awesome. Articulation is going to be great, and I really love the look of it. He does have a really nice metalish kind of textured look, like in the torso. You can really see it, and it does look quite good. But you know, most of the company's K-2SOs, because they're a relatively simple design as far as, you know, there's no human features to it. And there's no organic pieces that, you know, would be kind of hard to sculpt. Because of that, most companies' K-2SO looks really good. The Elite Series one looks really good, and the Black Series one looks excellent. So this one looks on par with them. It just doesn't look that much better. And because, you know, he's a droid with some odd proportions, you know, even though Figuarts has better articulation, I'm not quite sure what they can really do that would be that much better than the Black Series. So although I really do love this figure, I don't know if it's going to be worth like the $70 price tag to get it to me, which, you know, Figuarts basically is going to cost, because most Figuarts will go on pre-order for around $50 on a Me, and you're going to have to spend $20 to ship it, just about, which is just, it brings it up to $70. And if you want to get it from the Big Bad Toy Store, there'll be less shipping. However, the price will be higher, so it'll basically just hit $70 anyway, if not higher. So basically, the cheapest that I found that you can get Figuarts to America is $70, and Figuarts, they're nice, but they're really not worth $70 for me. I'm really picking and choosing between Figuarts, which figures to get from Figuarts. And I don't know if K-2SO, although character-wise he definitely makes the cut, I don't know if it makes the cut to get him on top of the other K-2SOs that are coming out that look just as good, basically. Then we have Kylo Ren with his Adam Driver unmasked, Ben Solo head sculpt, which is really cool. This obviously should have been released in with the regular figure, but most companies are doing this where they have a first Kylo Ren that comes out when the first movie comes out with just the helmet, and then they're like re-releasing Kylo Ren's with the new head sculpt. It looks like I would imagine that the figure is exactly the same. It just has the new head sculpt. Unfortunately, though, if you just get this figure, you will not be able to have him wearing his helmet, and you'll say, oh, well, he's holding his helmet right there, but the hand that he's holding the helmet with is actually sculpted onto the helmet, which is super annoying. It would have been awesome if they gave us a way to actually pop that helmet on, and so you could switch him if you wanted, because I don't have the original Kylo Ren. So if I did want to get this, I would definitely want to be able to display him with the helmet when I choose, and unfortunately you're not going to be able to do that. You have to buy the other Kylo Ren to do that, which is just annoying, and it's disappointing that they did do that. Then we have a Stormtrooper from the original trilogy or from Rogue One. They are claiming that this is a Rogue One version, but obviously it's the same thing, so I'm not going to discuss it very much, but it does look nice. Then finally we have a Shoretrooper, another new trooper from this movie, which looks great. I'm not quite sure what the red and blue highlights on it mean, because there are Shoretroopers in this movie that don't have that. They just have the tan color scheme. So possibly this is showing his rank, maybe, or maybe this is specific to a certain area that he's policing. I'm not quite sure, but it does look really nice. I think that the figure looks great as well. Again, like I said, I could kind of come up with the reason that the hover tank drivers don't have armor on their lower sections. However, on the Shoretrooper, this is an actual foot soldier trooper, so it doesn't make sense why he doesn't have the armor on his legs. So I'll wonder if, I seriously doubt that they'll ever explain that, but it would be really neat to kind of know why that's the case. But he looks like he comes with a good gun, obviously excellent articulation, and, they're really killing it with these troopers, I must say. So getting a little grand view of them. So yeah, so they did really show a really nice assortment, I have to say. No human figures from Rogue One, though, which is unfortunate. However, they did show 3 troopers, and most companies were showing the Death Trooper, but they're the first company to show the Shoretrooper, and then they are the only company that I've ever heard discuss, talk about, or do anything with the hover tank driver trooper. I really like that hover tank driver a lot. I think that he looks awesome, and I might get him if this is the only way to get him. If the Black Series makes him, then I'll be skipping this one and I'll just stick with the Black Series. Or if like Hot Toys makes him and I decide that the hover tank driver is worth Hot Toys prices, I'll just get that and I won't get him. But assuming that Figuarts is the only one that makes this trooper, I will consider buying them from Figuarts, even though, like I said, that $70 price tag is really just killing me when it comes to these Figuarts figures. They don't quite hit a $70 worth value. I'm coming up with a lot of trouble trying to decide which of these is worth getting. Then we have K-2SO, looks great again. However, there are companies making ones that look just as good as him. They won't have as great articulation, but they'll be just as good, basically. They'll be slightly under, and they'll be slightly under for like a quarter of the price, basically. Like when you're looking at what is it? When you're looking at the Black Series. The Black Series one looks excellent. It really does. And it's going to have really good articulation. It won't have as good articulation, but it'll be just about on par. So there you go. That's my video discussing the Figuarts Rogue One assortment that they did show. Pretty excited to see these guys, see all of the images of these guys. Kylo Ren does have, his official images have all come out, but the rest of these, there's only one image of each of these. So I'm excited to see the other images and get them on pre-order and see what kind of price they're bringing in. But yeah, really nice. Really wasn't expecting this from Figuarts, so I'm really happy that they did show their assortment. So there you go. Let me know which of these you like and what you think of them in general, and thanks so much for watching.